What we gonna renovate? Vlog episode 5. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of What We Gonna Renovate. Today we're gonna finish up most of the actual renovating of things. And got some windows to put in a few furnishings, and then next episode we'll hand it over to Bernard to start working on the outside. And what I'm going to do while he's doing that is I'm going to move in some other furnishings that I've collected, and then we'll give you a final view at the end when everything's completed, instead of taking any more time putting a whole bunch of stuff in here. We'll get the main renovating stuff taken care of. I said last time that we were going to take care of the book nook. That didn't happen. Ended up going off the wall somewhere else. But we'll take care of that this time. That's the last room to really put together. So take care of that. I got some notes of things, furnishings that we're going to put in today, and windows and such, and locations. We're actually going to do something in the study. I had an epiphany. We'll move that lamp for now, but we're going to take out that sconce, and then we're going to put a window there. We'll probably have to move the other sconces, which normally would require a lot of rewiring and paying the electrician and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. But through the magic of television, we're just going to move everything a little bit. You'll see the finished product, or the finished, however they do it. Anyway. Then we'll put another window over here, so we'll have to move that poster. Get some light in here. I was thinking about it, and this place felt too much like a padded cell. I need something to stare at when I'm procrastinating from my work. And that's what windows are for. Anyway. The bedroom, put a window on that side, on that wall. Let's open all the doors so we have better access to everything. So this is where the book nook. Oh, I wanted to show you this. I was playing around with some extra mirrors I had, and you ever see those infinity mirrors? You just take a couple mirrors, put them side by side, and then you look through one, and it's like you're looking down a long hallway. There's a museum. Sometimes you see them in museums, but it's like there's a particular exhibit that I saw where they had an infinity mirror like this, and there was a string of rope lights between the two, and it was symbolic of something. I can't remember what it was, but it was like looking down the long hallway, and you saw this string of lights. It was like going on forever. It's really cool. I tried to mimic that here with these mirrors, and it kind of works, but I thought that was interesting to show you guys. Anyway, we'll take those down here in a minute and stash them somewhere. And here, we're going to actually change this window. I was looking at it from the outside, and pardon me, I was looking at it from the outside, and the outside of these particular windows look really weird next to the black of those windows you see out in the hallway there. So we're going to change it up to make the windows all uniform. So this is going to be a black window, and it'll still work nice with the color scheme in here and everything, but that's what we're going to do there. We'll put a window in the book nook too, get some natural light in there, but I got some things. Went looking through the online tablet store for some stuff, and so I think the book nook's going to turn out pretty good. And then just in here, we're going to put some shelves. Got some shelves picked out. We're going to put in here and organize this thing. I noticed in the online tablet store that there's some exercise equipment, and I thought one half of the garage would be my car. Since I'm the only one that lives here, this other half could be my home gym. So we're gonna set that up later, but I'll probably do that while y'all are watching Bernard turn the backyard into a magic land or whatever he's gonna do with it. But we're gonna leave most of it like this. I got a few things to put in this hallway. I got some art pieces that I'm gonna hang on that wall, and that wall right there. And I got some things for the kitchen. So let's get started. Finish her up there. So we're gonna start in the kitchen. Let me just check my notes. Actually, you know what? Since I said it last time, we didn't do it, and now we're gonna do it this time. Let's go start on the book note. I didn't pick out a floor yet, though, so that'll be a fun time. Probably be a carpet or something. Anyway, let's get rid of these mirrors. All right. So I was looking at two options for shelves, and I'll show them here. Not sure what I'll go with. We're gonna close that, but we'll go ahead and let's see. Pull up the windows. We'll get a window put in there. We'll go with this guy right here. Black. Come on, buddy. Is it not doing it? The view in the room isn't working. I'm going to have to write a strongly worded letter. See if this one will work. Why is it not? Oh, maybe the... Wait. Oh, that's why. The roof is in the way. That's what that is. That's why that didn't like that. And I had a whole shelf picked out for the window too. Maybe it'll still work. Anyway. Oh, I didn't pick out paint either. I was all looking through the online tablet store for stuff for the whole house, and I forgot the paint and the floor for this one room. Dadgum. All right. So here's the two shelves. These I kind of like more than the other ones. These are the other ones. I was looking at these, and all I could think was holy trypophobia. But let's place it, see where it goes. I thought this was unique. Shelves around the door. But that ain't gonna, well. That's cool, but like I said, holy trypophobia. I don't want to have a panic attack every time I walk in this room. Not that I have it. I will admit it's a little unsettling, all those little holes together. But we're going to go with the other ones. Alright, so now this is going to be a puzzle because there's a lot of different sizes and the room is small. So we're going to have to see what we can do to make everything fit. And I kind of like this mahogany. I don't think there's any. If this matches the colors I was looking at earlier for another thing, I don't think there's any Brazil nut. So we're just going to go with mahogany or maybe American elm. Give the room a light airy feeling. Maybe we'll just leave the walls white or like a off-white or eggshell if they have that color. Yeah, I like that color. All right, let's see if we can make this work. That ain't gonna work. So what we're gonna do, let's see what this will. Okay, so that's, we can go one, we can go a little wider. Why does it keep going back to 75? We should be able to do. Oh, wrong color. American elm. There we go. Nice. It doesn't go up all the way to the ceiling, but I guess that's okay. So let me show you this shelf. We'll come back to the bookshelves, but I'm going to show you this this neat shelf I found. It's like half a tree stump. I thought about making the book nook little fantasy-like you're stepping into another world. I mean, you kind of do that with books anyway. Let's see if it'll fit. Well, not as well as I thought, so that's not going to work. I will. Go back to the bookshelves. All right, so if that one was 100 or 75, should be able to find one that's 100, like this guy here. There we go. And then maybe, since I can't put the shelf there, and it doesn't appear to be a small set of shelves of these, I might look at putting a little stool there. But we'll come back to that. But we need to find the corner. This guy. So we'll need to return this and get this guy. See if we can't make that work. That's the ticket. There we go. All right, now we just can. So the chair, might as well lay the flooring down. So the chair is going to go in that corner there, and it's going to take up all of that corner. And then I got a lamp that's going to go there too. It's kind of like the one in my study. And that's going to go next to the chair. So we can't really put any bookshelves there. We can line this wall. So what we might end up doing is putting some wall art or something there. And I think I can find some pieces for that. But we'll get the shelves in here. We'll get the chair. Let me pull up the chair. We'll pull that out. And we're going, this chair, we're going to go with green. The dark green. And for the pillows, we're going to go with this bed bloom and this, where is it? Canary. Bring a little life to the space, since, you know, green is the color of life and healing and all that jazz. We'll put that right there, like so. And I guess I'm doing this backwards, putting down everything else before the floor. So let's go find us a floor. Let's go back, all the way back. Floor, ceiling, floor. Let's go. We're gonna put some carpet in here. Not brown. I think we'll go with this gray carpet up here I found. This, where was it? This carpet. We'll go with the light gray. And through the power of magical television. There. That's something. Okay. The idea here too is to make it a relaxing place to come and just get lost in a book somewheres. So I may, not sure what color I'm going to paint the walls. That I may have to do while Bernard's working his magic in the garden or the backyard. But let me pull out that lamp. So I got a couple lamps options. And this guy, the Crenom floor lamp. And I was going to do the gold and blue like that. Or that's cream. Gold. Light gold. Oh, light gold. And then the light blue here. Blue and gold there. Let's see how that looks. So probably go like right there. That's not too bad. Well, let me show you this other lamp. It is this guy. This is the same one I have in my study. And we were going to go light bamboo. For the wood. White for the shade. Gold for the metal. Excuse me. Which no one can see. No one can see the metal. Only I'd be able to see the metal. Sitting in the chair there. But that's what that's gonna look like. And you know, I think I kind of like the other one, the Crenom, because it already got wood shelves. Too much of something is a bad thing. Or, can't remember the actual phrase. What was it? Too much of a good thing is still bad for you, or something like that. But we'll go with that right there. I'll turn the old light on. Nice cozy feeling. Maybe we'll paint the wall a nice light coffee color. Or no, that would be too much brown. Anyway, light green maybe. I'll think about that later. All right, so let's throw another set of shelves in there. So if that one was 100, this one will probably be 150, 175. I'm guessing. So we'll go look for this there. Could probably sneak in a corner bookcase. Let's try that. Yeah, we could totally sneak in a corner bookcase. So that was 75. So this will be either 100 or 175 or 125. 100. All right, let's pull out that 100. Lo and behold. Oh, what the heck? Why is that shorter? Anyway, that's okay. Gives the room some character. Let's see if I was just missing things. I was missing things. But it still works. Maybe I can put a little something up there. But, alright, so shelves are in. We'll leave that paint for later. I'll paint this. Let's see. Actually, let's see what, let's see if we can't do that. Walls, paint. Champagne sparkle. I don't want too many brown colors, is the thing. I need some. Oh, I know. Let's see what Azure Bliss looks like. Pull out my brush. And we'll paint. It's really blue. Moody Cobalt. We're playing with colors now here. Got this idea for a type of blue. It's like, ooh, that looks good. Maybe we'll, Do I want to do one accent wall or the entire thing? Let's do the entire thing. Look, and I got money to burn. Doesn't everybody who tries to do painting get a whole room painted and then figure out it's the wrong color? And apparently I've stepped up on the chair. Pretty sturdy chair. Dadgummit. Drop my brush. Well, what I started to say earlier was that I was trying to go for a colorful room, but kind of muted, so that it was like, oh, now the lamp blends into the wall. It's still kind of relaxing though. Maybe I'll just get white. I was debating about a white. Let's return that. I was debating about a white lamp before. Nope. But now with the blue. Yeah. I like that. Second time's the charm there. And then I'll get some. I got some books I'll put on these shelves. These shelves here. Take a load off here. Oh, I gotta finish that wall there. Oops. Back up to it. And I went and sold my paint. Let's get a small one. Oh, come on. Grab my brush. Get this little bit here, this little bit here. There we go. Nice. Then we'll take this downstairs. And we'll just set it any which way. There's also no lights in here. That's okay. Alright. And it's dark, but we'll keep working. Okay. So the book nook's more or less done, with the exception of filling out the bookshelves, maybe some little stool right there, and some little accoutrements up there. But that's the book nook. I'll try to do a slow. Well, that's not working. I was trying to do a slow pan so you could see it, but we'll just back out of here. Not too bad. Alright, let's move on to windows. So we'll come in here, we'll work on this one. Move this lamp for now. And we'll, there's a random light turning on somewhere. Send that away. What light keeps turning on? Light comes through everywhere. Alright. So I think what we'll do, we gotta move that poster there too. Let's just hang this there for now. I'll go get one of them black windows. We're gonna go with, see what this guy does. That's too big. So that was 250 by 200. So what we need is something 200 or less. Like this guy. Nope. Well, yeah. And then we'll just move the sconces over. And I just broke everything. Well, now we get to fix all that. Alright, back up we go. Okay, where's that daggum sconce? Did I do it? Oh. So we'll move this up. How about that? I'm trying to tell. I can't really tell. I feel like that's still low. But if I move it up, it's still high. Good grief. Let's try going across. Maybe it's just because this one's too close to the window. There. That's good enough for government work. Government work. Okay, so that's there right there. And then we'll put a window back there. And we won't do that big one. We'll do this guy. And I'll break everything again. Alright, let's hang this back up. Nail that into place. We'll grab this guy. Where'd it go? Oh, I grabbed the chair. Oops. There we go. Get up in there. Okay. And now we gotta paint. So I'll go, oh. Let's move the lamp out of the way. Go grab my white paint. A brush. Big gummit. There we go. Go back up. There. You know, that might be the downstairs light. Very good. Okay. So we're done in here. Study is done. that door. Put our brush away. Alright, then we'll go in with the window here. And this one will make a big one. We'll go with this guy here. Nope, that is... Nope. Okay. There should be. Now I need to get that dark gray paint. Go back over with that. Let's get my brush. Find my dark gray paint. Is that it? I think that's it. There. Wow, look at that. Sun's coming up. Wow, we've been working all night. It sure took us a long time to build that book nook and do a little window work and paint touch up. Shoot, I'm hungry. We should go get some breakfast. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, what am I doing? We are going to tell you about this back wall here. I had originally planned to put a window there, but when I used the view in my room feature, it kept butting up either against the door there or the door here. And it wasn't staying in the middle. So I had to nix it. I was trying to come up with a joke for that involving butter in the refrigerator, but it didn't sound right. So what I'll do there is, like I mentioned earlier, I put some wall art there that I got. Alright, let's change this window in the bathroom. And we'll make it... Alright, get rid of this. And we'll get one of these black windows, I think. See if this guy will work. Oh. I think the roof is there. So we want to get... See if this guy will work. Nope. So let's get this guy. Or maybe this guy. Yeah. And then we can... Maybe I'll... Oh. I'll put a towel rack there. That's what I'll do. Maybe a towel rack there too. Or maybe a shelf or something for like the shampoos and whatnot. But since we changed that around, let's go... I think I'll save that for the reveal at the end. I'll work on this too while Bernard's doing his thing in the backyard. So I had this and the book nook. And we'll let's see. So the bedroom's done. I have some other things I'll put in here that I'll work on later. So we'll close this for now. Close that for now. So I think we're good for most of the renovating stuff up here. Try to find some. I feel like this hallway needs something else. I think I want to put some wall art on that thing over there, like a sculpture or something. And then another bench or table right there. But I gotta go see what I can find to match this bench here, because I kind of like this, and I want to keep it matching throughout the whole hallway here. So we'll see what I can find. And considering I found that in a dumpster, well, or whatever it was that I said I found it, I want to find something to match it so I don't have to change it out, because then that would have been a waste of time. I just have to go throw it in a storage shed somewhere, and it's a good piece of furniture. I don't want to have to lock it up for months. All right. Pardon me. All right, so in the kitchen here, I got some things. What I wanted to try to do, I was looking at some shelves for the sides of these cabinets. Because what I wanted to do was, had an original idea when I was installing these, that if there is room on the sides of the windows, that I put some shelves, some open shelves, and I could put some little accoutrements on them for some decoration and whatnot. But doesn't appear to be that way, so we'll nix that idea. And we'll go straight to a couple appliances I found. Found this nice little microwave. Well, that's not right. Something ain't right. Their search is broken. That's not what I wanted. Why can't I find it now? Bear with me. Here we go. Found it. So we'll put it right there. And then you know what I realized. This place doesn't have a dishwasher. That's okay. I'm looking for. I found this toaster. guess it's... I found this at a garage sale. Wasn't selling it for much, but it said it still works, and I got some bread I want to toast, you know? So, heck, I just spent the $1.25 on it. Got me a nice little toaster. And then I found this coffee maker. Isn't this thing a beaut? It is huge. We're going to put it over here. I know it doesn't go with the rest of the kitchen, but it goes with my other room in there. But I just thought it was really cool. Wanted to pick it up. Gives the kitchen a little character. Ties it together with the other room. So I'll get my cyber coffee every morning. Okay. A couple more things and then we'll be done for now. We'll go and throw some shelves in the garage here. That's this corner rack. And I'll go ahead and move some of these paints. Okay. Then we'll move my lamps over here. These leftover wall panels. So then I think we're gonna get another one of the corner bits. Put it right up in there too. And then we'll get one of these right up against there. I'll get these bigger ones. Big old set of shelves. That right there. And then I forgot I was going to turn this into a home gym over here. So we'll take those, we'll return those to the store. And then we'll put these wall panels up in here. Move my lamps. Dadgummit. Put them over here. There. So that'll be the garage, and then I'll outfit it. I might have to move those lamps again anyway, but we'll outfit it. I'll outfit it with my gym equipment there. And suppose we should get some lights in here. We'll go with where are they? These guys. Good enough for government work. There they go. All right, so that's done for now. And then just this hallway here, we're gonna put a bench and a set of coat hooks on that accent wall, that brick accent wall there. We're gonna go with this guy. And we're gonna leave it the dark blue. And then the cushion, we'll order it in light gray. Shelves will be light gray, just like that. And then the hooks are gonna be these $125cm coat hooks here. We'll go with we're gonna have them be mahogany. This was the thing that I was looking at earlier that didn't have the Brazil nut. They don't come in Brazil nut. Oh crap. Can't find my thing now. We'll go with that right there. I guess it kind of blends into the wood there. Well, that's okay. Kind of adds to the aesthetic there. All right. So I think we're pretty much done there. We did everything I wanted to finish up here. There's some stuff I wanted to do on the porch, but we'll let Bernard take care of that. He'll take care of that back patio I got planned out there. He'll have some drawings of some things he wants to do in the garden, but yeah, so it might have been a little shorter today, just doing some tidy up mostly. But Bernard will take it from here till he finishes the backyard and the side yard and the front yard and whatever other yard I have around this place. And while he's doing that, I'll be moving in some stuff to make this place a little more homey, and then we'll show you the final product when it's all done, when everything's moved in, and I'm sure Bernard will give you some after photos of what the garden will look like after he's worked his magic. I don't have any before photos of the house itself, what the state it was in when I bought it. Otherwise, I'd show you those too. But there'll be other houses that I work on, and I'll have before photos from them. I'll take a guided tour through the mess, and then have after photos when it's all said and done. And for those houses, I won't deck them out too much about with all these accoutrements and stuff. I might add some things here and there based on what people want, but largely it'll be just the painting and the uh, laying out of stuff, furniture and cabinets like we did in here, and like you seen in my recorded footage and whatnot. But I won't do the adding of little things to make it look homey. That'll be for the people who buy it. So, all right. So that's all for now, and we'll hand it over to Bernard next week. I'll talk to y'all later.